Journey with the Gita 7 to 12 Paramatma Worship Devotees. To rise above the dualities of desire and aversion, to attain freedom from the bondage of work, to overcome the maya of the three gunas, surrender to Brahman, Adhibhuta, the ever changing physical manifestation, Adhidaiva, the Lord of celestial gods, Adhiyajna, the Lord of karma's sacrifices, Adhyatma, one's own self, surrender with knowledge. Brahman, Brahman, the material and life energy, the source of creation and destruction, the past, the present, the future, the seed of all living beings, the Maya of the three gunas and above them, transcendental to the manifest and the unmanifest. The unmanifest and the manifest forms of Brahman. Brahman, the pervasive unmanifested divine energy. The manifest continues to emerge from and merge into the unmanifest. All living entities merge into and emanate from the unmanifest. The abode of Brahman, where the unmanifest remains the unmanifest. Brahman's material energy manifests in many physical forms: radiance of the sun and the moon, the fragrance of the earth, the sound in the space, the warm sound, the yajnas, the mantras, the Vedas, mother, father, grandfather, friends, the opulences in celestial gods, sages, nature, the opulences in human traits, satisfaction, happiness, forgiveness, equality, intelligence, knowledge, wisdom, strength, morality, truth, silence, birth, death. Brahman's magnificence manifests both in the pleasant, graceful form, the terrible, cosmic, universal form, effulgent and radiant as the thousand suns, the body of the cosmic form, with no beginning, middle, end, pervading the entire universe with many faces, bellies, arms, feet, blazing mouths, flaming, licking tongues, terrible teeth, armed with weapons, decorated with garlands and ornaments, the mysterious universal form of annihilation, the imperishable, the immeasurable, the knower, the object of knowledge. Worship, the supreme effulgent forms of Brahman, can be seen, known only through devotion, devotion, devotion. Worship of the unmanifested form, difficult, arduous for the embodied beings. The progress on this path of worship, extremely tough and testing. Highly recommended form of worship, worship of the manifested form. Meditate upon and constantly think of the manifested forms of Brahman with firm conviction in the opulences, with faith and the undeviating mind. Worship by surrendering intellect, if not by practicing yoga, if not by performing devotional service, if not by surrendering fruits of action. With great devotion, do the offerings: a leaf, a fruit, a flower, water, actions, food, austerities. Just constant remembrance of Brahman makes devotees remember Brahman at the time of death, that leads to the attainment of Brahman. Traits of devotees, not the cause of agitation, not agitated by others, indifferent to worldly gains, renounces the auspicious, the inauspicious, take praise and reproach alike, alike to friends and foes, to be self controlled, silent, contented, free from malice, egoism, body, mind, and intellect, dedicated to Brahman, be absorbed in Brahman. Response. Where to look for Paramatma? How to know Paramatma's presence is? Let us remember clearly that in the Gita, there is no mention of the place of worship. There is a mention of Brahman's opulences in nature, human traits, universal values, abilities. The Gita's clear message Paramatma's presence is everywhere, not confined to places of worship. When we start looking for Paramatma in everything, everywhere, within ourselves, we will treat nature with respect and love. Once we begin to admire and care for it, we will live in harmony with nature. We do not resort to acts that harm nature. When we begin to see Paramatma in fellow human beings, we will reach them with friendly hands and minds. We will break the barriers of selfishness to some extent. The ill will against others will begin to melt slowly. The acts of violence against others begin to diminish. We will become compassionate, loving, and forgiving. All the traits mentioned as the qualities of devotees will be residing in us with ease. So let us embrace the wonderful idea of seeing Paramatma everywhere in everyone in its true sense. Then we will experience the oneness within us. What a blissful state to be in. Resources.